Hi there, I'm Suzanne. I'm the Arts and Heritage Coordinator at Hamilton Davies Trust. As I sit here, I am surrounded by the local history as part of our heritage hub at Irlam Station. Artefacts from the railway heritage going forward from like the 1800s onwards, photographs of local industry and artwork as well that celebrates the manufacturing that was going on in Irlam in the past. And the reason why we have this here as a heritage hub is to say that for the present generation who have obviously worked in those industries, for them to remember, tell us their rich stories, but then also for the next generation, for the visitors who come and for the school children who come on visits and our volunteers lead tours and talk through that industry. That's why it's so important for us to make sure that we have this rich offer of heritage in Irlam and Cadishead for now and also for the future. It's always been a vision of Hamilton Davies Trust when we opened the station house here in 2015 that we would offer tours. Then COVID hit in 2020 and we had to pause that, but we went online and did virtual tours. Then 2019 we had the opportunity with the signal box arriving that we could have another offer at the station here, and our volunteers, Friends of Irlam Station, they've kind of grabbed that with their enthusiasm and they regularly show families round, adults and children. We hope to have a continual offer of tours showing people around so they enjoy the local heritage here.
Hi, my name's Rochelle. I'm the local artist that's produced a lot of the heritage artworks in the area. I was originally asked by Neil if I could produce some artworks because he'd been to a town in Scotland where they produced massive artworks. All the industry had gone, similar to our Irlam and Cadishead, and he thought that if we produced artwork in a similar way that people would come back and be interested in the area. So I was absolutely fascinated with classical history, local history. So I was absolutely overjoyed to start doing the research really, because I wanted to put a lot of the original industry, people, because I've lived here all my life, so I wanted to bring alive those people that I remember that used to work at the steelworks, the margarine works, the railway, the Wigan Junction artwork. All my family on my mum's side were from Wigan, so a lot of the people depicted in that artwork are real people from Wigan, or other people, friends and family that I know are all in those pictures. Neil's mum, his auntie, his dad, they're all in the artworks. If I could go to any of the artworks, I could point out somebody who would be familiar to everybody in each artwork. Originally, the first thing I was asked to do inside the station, Neil's vision was to have a ghost wall similar to the ghost wall that's in York Station. So he asked me if I could produce some of the local industry on that wall. And he did ask me, he said, "How are you going to do it?" I said, "I have no idea, but I'll find out." The first ever piece of artwork for Hamilton Davies was the Bridging the Gap piece. Neil wanted a piece of art to cover a nasty old derelict building in Cadishead. He wanted to depict the heritage. I said, well, I could spend about 3 weeks doing a plan, or do you trust me? And this is how it started. He said, I trust you. And from there on, I just went straight in and produced the artwork. I did all the research for the local history, the industries, not just the history really, depicting different buildings, the different people, all came together in that one artwork. From that massive piece of artwork, the original, Neil didn't want it as the fence, he wanted to have it at the station, so it was put up with the Liverpool platform, and a copy was put up around Dudley Road. I think the second piece of work was the Cadwallader House, and that's the story of, again, of local people, Neil's family actually, that came to the area, they met in the forces, how they lived, brought the children up in the area. We just wanted to make the building look nice really. Instead of a derelict building, we wanted to make it look lived in. I'd get stopped on the road while we were painting that. They introduced me again to other people that still lived who could tell me stories for the next piece of work. Bob the Butcher, I think, was the next one. Unfortunately, the demise of Bob the Butcher, Neil went to his funeral and was fascinated by how many people turned up and the stories that they heard. He was really a fantastic character, so we thought a nice way to depict him would be to paint his shop front, because his old shop front would be disappearing. So he was the last butcher in Irlam and Cadishead. So that was the third piece of artwork. Apart from the things in the station, I've done the false windows, ghost wall, the map of the Cadishead to Irlam, canal, railways, Chat Moss, how the area changed throughout the time. Neil's dad as well is the ticket master downstairs. The Hobbit House, I worked with some fantastic people really. John Hickson, he helped me reproduce the vision of the drawing. Neil wanted a Hobbit House, so I designed it, and John was absolutely fantastic and built it exactly how it was in my imagination. Celebrity Express came about because we wanted to pay homage really to a lot of the characters, again, people who were involved in the history of Irlam, the making of the industries, sportsmen, singers, actresses, industrymen, everything. The local school asked if we wanted the man on the bench. A local school child had done it. Simon Law is actually a friend, but we rescued it. It was in quite a bad state really, and originally we could only renovate it, and my son Frank helped to redo it, fiberglassed it, repainted it, took him weeks, and it was put on the station and immediately damaged again. So I thought there's got to be something better we could do, and we thought it'd be better if it could be made in bronze. So Simon liaised with Bronze Cast, I think they're called, in Ormskirk, and they reproduced the actual statue in solid bronze. And now we've got a fantastic sculpture now on the station platform that lots of people come for photo opportunities, sit next to him, pat him on the head. I've absolutely loved being part of Hamilton Davies. Their vision, Neil's vision, I hopefully would like to think I've helped bring it to life, show what a fantastic area that we live in. If it wasn't for that original vision, the younger generation, they wouldn't have a clue the steelworks was there or any of the other industries, and it's fantastic to show, and I'm very proud. I hope I've been able to portray it really. Here at the station they've got lots of leaflets about all the different artworks that I've produced, but there's nothing actually like coming down to the station, having a look for yourself up close at the different artworks, experiencing the station, and it's totally free. Enjoy.